the episode of Road to the World Series. Today we begin our first game of the Mets series from Citibank Field in Flushing, New York. Today the Cubs are going to have Kyle Hendricks going to the mound, who's 3-5 with a 5.47 ERA, so his ERA is a little elevated there. Record not really where he'd like it to be. Cubs coming off a loss in their last game against the Cardinals, but that was not going to affect the fact that they ended up winning that series 2-1, and they will be opposing Zach Wheeler, who's 500 with a 6-6 record and 3.55 ERA. The last time the Cubs played the Mets was in Chicago, and it was a 4-game set that they split. And the final 2 games of that series were walk-off home runs by Chris Bryant. One in the first win, Bryant hit one in the 10th to win the ball game, and then the second game he hit one in the bottom of the 9th to walk off. That was a real high point to the season for the Cubs as they were rolling at that point. But kind of up and down since then. The Cubs have really had a lot of peaks and valleys this season, but hopefully they're starting to rise onto another peak here. As you can see here, they've won 3 of their last 4 and split a series with the first place Dodgers. But they're going to try and go for another win here today and start off this series right. And if they can win here too, they can guarantee themselves a 500 road trip, which would be a decent road trip, but they would like to go 4-2 on this road trip. But we're just going to have to see what happens here. Let's go ahead and get into this ball game now. Going to go ahead and wear the blues. We've been doing all right with the blues. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go to the grays. Throw something in there different. Throw in some different unis here. Throw something different. And the Hendricks is ready to go after his day off and the extra day of rest for Jason Hamill, who came back. But we switched up the lineup here a little bit. The guys are a little bit refreshed now, finally. As you can see, we finally got a day off, so everybody's pretty much at full energy. But I think we're going to, you know what, we're going to have Kyle Schwarber come off the bench. Miguel Montero and Chris Coghlan have both been very hot in their last few games, so we're going to have to let it kind of roll here. Go ahead and send that lineup out there today. Fowler has suffered an injury in pregame activities and will not be able to play at full strength today. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to get we'll go ahead and move Coghlan to center field then, and then Schwarber's gonna get into the game. So found a way to get him into the lineup. Not usually the way you'd like to do it by having a guy get hurt, but that's just kind of the way it shakes out here. Schwarber is going to bat 5th in the lineup today. We're going to go ahead and drop Castro to 7. Coghlan's going to end up batting 9th. So kind of a little bit of a different lineup. Hopefully Fowler's not out for too long, but we'll have to monitor that as after this ball game. But that's going to go ahead and do it for me. I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out at Citi Field in Flushing, New York. And I'll be back after the game, guys. Enjoy.
Football player, that looked like he was heading into the secondary and evaded the free safety. 2-1. That is into left field. Cespedes giving chase, not going to get there. It falls in. Kendrick on his way to third. Cespedes bobbles it. DeSarcina waving Kendrick home. Here's the throw to the plate.
Closing in on first pitch tonight here at Citi Field. It's the Cubs and the Mets next on the show. MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in New York. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of 3 between the Cubs and the East-leading New York Mets. With that, we say hello again, everybody, and welcome to Cubs Baseball. Matt Vasgersian with you, Mike Side. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a couple of right-handers set to square off here in the opener.
Yeah, and guys, when you check out the numbers here, you know, this is considered to be one of the better pitcher's parks in all of baseball. So this is a start that you don't mind as a visiting pitcher. We'll see if both guys can use the dimensions of this stadium to their advantage.
More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs, as Joe Maddon will line them up like this. They'll go to work against a guy once involved in a deadline deal for Carlos Beltran, the electric right-hander Zack Wheeler. And in the field, we see the Mets will line up this way. Addison Russell makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. And here's a swing and a miss on the game's first pitch, and that's how we'll get started in the Tuesday opener. EK, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And the thing about baseball is that each new day brings a new opportunity. So we'll see if these guys are up to the task here.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Weather shouldn't be much of a factor. 71 degrees here at game time. Ready now on 1-1. In the air to right center. Settling under it now is Kadire, and he puts it away no problem for the first out. And with that, we'll give you a look there at the scouting report on the 24-year-old right-hander. Jorge Soler steps in now. Here's the first offering. And here's another fly ball. This one's heading out to center field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball one. Comes into this one at 271. 11 home runs and 37 RBIs. Here comes the 1-0. Another fastball. This one he gets by him. It's 1-1.
And with 2 outs here and nobody on, if he gets a fastball like that one, he won't be afraid about airing one out here. This is a swing for the fences type situation.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Here comes a 1-2. Now a swing and a third straight fly ball here should get him out of the inning. 1-2-3. Lagares under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Now here's the starting lineup for the Mets as put forward by manager Terry Collins. And there you see the starting pitcher they'll match up against as you look at his numbers on the right side of your screen. And there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. Daniel Murphy will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading up for the Mets, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
In there, no balls and a strike. Eric, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight here in the bottom of the first. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
And the pitch. Here's a ball popped straight up, but playable for Montero behind the plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
I don't know, 2-pitch here, he knows he's got to protect. And that's sort of a defensive hack, just trying to make contact. And the result, an easy pop-up.
David Wright will stride in now, and as you see there, he sits 9th in the National League in batting at the start of play. Now here's the first pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 pitch. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
2-0 on the way. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit well out toward left field. Number 12 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Batting third, right fielder, Michael Kadire.
Michael Kadire will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. First pitch coming. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start in that bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Ready with the 2-1. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1. Lucas Duda would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here he comes, 3-1. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away. Lucas Duda will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. First pitch on the way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
The next pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Just getting deeper and deeper into trouble here in the first inning. He's walked one guy already. Now he's fallen behind another guy here.
A runner on first with 2 away. Now the 2-0 home. Too tight with that one. 3-0. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are. So the more you can keep these guys guessing, off balance.
Sorry to interrupt, but the play has been made for the third out. Inning over. Mets turned away here in the first. We'll head to the second at Citi Field. 0-0 here on the show. Chris Bryant will get his first shot now, and you can see how he's done over the course of this 5-game hitting streak. Now here's the first pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now here it comes. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Here comes the 1-2. And this is hit well towards the hole. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, left fielder, number 12.
Number 12 will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 6-game dry spell at the plate. First pitch coming. And this is lifted the other way to left center. Waiting on it is Granderson as he takes it for the second out.
Batting sixth, catcher, Miguel Montero.
Miguel Montero will get his first shot here, and he certainly had it working so far this season. Up over 350 entering play. First offering on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
Montero waits. Now the pitch. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Now here's a little tapper down that third base line, and this could be a tough play. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Curtis Granderson will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. First pitch to him. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. The 1-0. And this catches the outside corner, strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here it comes. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes, 2-1. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Ruben Tejada will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. First pitch coming. Grounded foul off to the right. Runner at first is Granderson here with nobody out. He's set, now the pitch. And now this is swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Here comes Granderson around third. And the run will score as the Mets have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
Give that runner credit from first base. Sometimes on a deep fly ball like that, you get caught up either going into a home run trot too early or waiting up to see if the ball would be caught, but he had his head down the whole way, and he's going to come all the way around to score.
Anthony Wecker will dig in for the first time now. He's got that average up nearing the 340 mark to begin play. Here's the first offering. Ball one. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's double number 3 so far on the year. The 1-0 home. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. 1-1 pitch on the way. Now this pitch is lined into left center field. That's a base hit. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. Tag from Montero. They got him at the plate.
Yeah, normally teams have their weakest arm out there in left field, but he says, what? You gonna run on me? Oh, no, I don't think so. He comes up throwing here and nails this man at home.
Here's Juan Lagares. Runner goes for second, and this is going to be a foul ball. He's set, now the pitch. Oh, and this goes right past Montero all the way to the screen. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, here's another look at this on Show Track. And actually, this pitch might not even show up on the graphic. That's how far away from the plate it was. And this will let that base runner take a nice little stroll up to second base.
Fouled back. Now the 1-2. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And a scaling attempt at the wall, but it'll be in vain because this ball is gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
You can tell he was making a concerted effort to keep the ball down against this guy, but you just can't keep it down forever, and he finally got a pitch he could handle.
In now, Zach Wheeler. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Now the pitch. Out in front as this is in the air toward deep right field. There to pull it in is Soler, and there are 2 away.
Now, once the sun goes down here, this place plays like a much different ballpark. Case in point right there. That ball had no carry whatsoever.
Now the first pitch. Daniel Murphy is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Three runs already home here. 1-0. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. The right-hander deals on 1-2. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 2. It's 3-0 New York. Back here with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Starlin Castro gets ready to start out the Cubs half of the inning. And here's the first pitch. Over for a look is Kadire, but this is back up into the seats, out of play. Now the pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. One on the way. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this will be off the wall out near the 330 marker. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as we take a look at the Cubs leaders in that department, you can see he's right at the top leading this Chicago roster. Kyle Hendricks will step in, and with nobody out, we'll see if they want to let him swing the bat or try to bunt that runner onto third.
Watch for a minute.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. He's ready now, the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. They really bunch him up on that, but he swings and misses for the first out.
You know, now that we've made it just about the midway point of the season, this is where you start to see a little bit of separation between the haves and the have-nots. And I think we can pretty safely say that these guys are in it for the long haul.
Chris Coghlan will stand in for the first time, and you see the numbers there as he's done well during this 10-game streak. Now the first pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. From the stretch. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. He's ready. Now the pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away.
Wow, that's just a textbook case right here. By not advancing the runner on that previous at-bat, that would have been a run. Instead, now you've got 2 outs and a runner only at third.
Addison Russell will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game. Now here's the first pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. From the belt, kicks and deals. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. comes set. Now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Another 0-2 coming. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. And they're on the board as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Up next for the Cubs.
I don't know if there's anything really to pinpoint about this play. It might have been one of those where he never really got a good grip on the baseball. And he winds up kind of throwing a sinker across the diamond to first base, and it skips right on by.
In is Jorge Soler as he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. From the belt, the pitch, and there he goes towards second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw, and he is out at second, caught stealing to end the inning. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mets 3 and the Cubs 1. David Wright makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch coming. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder,
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and stepping in the right fielder, Michael Kadire. First pitch on the way. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but this is foul for the first strike. Pitch on the way. Now a swing and another chance at third. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third. Lucas Duda will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike. Third inning here. 3-1 our score. And now a pitch on the way. And that misses 1-1. Here's the 1-1. And they'll come inside with this one, but the result's the same. It's to 2-1 now. Here's the pitch. And this will be fouled away. Two. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Jorge Soler will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
right fielder, Jorge Soler.
First pitch coming. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Here's another 0-2. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. The next 0-2. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the fourth.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
So one gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. First offering on the way. And this is lifted high in the air down the line behind third. And the catch out there made by Wright for out number 2. So with 2 gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And we see a 5-mile-an-hour separation between these 2 starters from 96 down to 91 as the top 2 speeds. Chris Bryant will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch to him. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
A lot of these guys have come into these at-bats trying to be the aggressor, trying to make something happen. But what has happened is that they've swung and missed themselves into some early holes.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little. It's hooking fast, but it's going to stay fair as it's inside the left field foul pole, a home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And the Cubs have made this a 3-2 ball game.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you're paying your big horse to do out there. I think he knew he wasn't going to get a fastball right there, so he just stays back as long as he can and then just explodes right through the zone.
The batter.
Stepping in now, number 12. And he is tied up on the fastball there to start things out. It's strike 1.
Boy, we've seen a lot of guys be late on that fastball tonight, and I think that all comes from being a little over-aggressive.
Now here's the pitch. Oh, a lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
The pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Cubbies draw a bit closer on the strength of this solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Cubs 2. Curtis Granderson will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Left fielder.
Now here's the first pitch. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle, and I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
And a curveball. This one clocked at 78, and it's 0-2. Now the pitch. Blowing away with that one. It's 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Here's the 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Here's a ball for Rizzo over at first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. And these two teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of Game 2 of the series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the 2 starters scheduled to oppose one another. Ruben Tejada will stand in. An RBI double to his credit the first time around. First pitch coming. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Now the pitch. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Cutter misses, and it's 3-1. Check that 2-1.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. Well, they should.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Here he comes on 3-1. And he misses ball 4.
And you'd like to say, good job there, good eye. But in reality, nobody's swinging at that pitch. It's not even close.
Anthony Record will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Now the first pitch. And that's in there for strike one. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. He waits. Now the pitch. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. He's set. Now the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Runners on first with one down. Now another 0-2. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at two. To second for one. And nearly a double play. It was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue.
And here's why you always go in hard at second base. This could be a very easy double play ball, but you see the aggressive slide here. That really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up getting just one on that play. Excellent aggressive base running.
Here's Juan Lagares. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
And that curveball is normally one of his best pitches. He just hasn't had a great feel for it so far.
One 0 on the way. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
Here comes the 1-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3, and the inning is over. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Mets 3 and the Cubs 2. Miguel Montero will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Miguel Montero.
Here's the first offering. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Swing, high drive, deep down the left field line. This ball is slicing, and he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Well, you always want to be aggressive at the plate, but my goodness, look at that ball-to-strike ratio so far. These guys are swinging at everything. I mean, everything.
Starlin Castro will stand in. He doubled and later scored his first time. And here's the first pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The pitcher, number 33, Kyle Hendricks.
Kyle Hendricks will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Now the first pitch. Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still a 3-2 ball game. Zach Wheeler will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Zach Wheeler.
Here's the first pitch to him. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Pitch on the way. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1. And he gets under this one and in fact breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
This is something we'll see a lot with that cut fastball. Here it is again in show motion. When you hit a ball right below the label, you're going to get this 9 times out of 10.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0 to Murphy. Low and away as he misses again, 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
The 2-0 on the way. In there, 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
A 2-1 offering. And now a rocket into right field. Really squared that one up perfectly. It's a base hit.
And this is something they've worked on in the batting cage. Taking some of the movement out of his swing. Much more compact now, and he's seeing some definite results.
David Wright will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. First pitch coming. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. 1-0 pitch now. In for a strike, it's 1-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
For a young pitcher, this is where you want to make sure it doesn't get away from him. He's been pretty good up to this point, but now one more mistake can turn this thing into a negative outing.
Michael Kadire will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Now here's the first pitch. Now both runners on the move. Now a swing and a ground ball. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Kadire, and there are 2 away.
And, you know, this was not one of those 3-2 start the runners kind of a deal. This looked like a straight double steal or maybe even a hit and run thrown in there. And it's going to wind up at least a partial success for these guys because the runners do move up, albeit on the ground out.
Lucas Duda will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. Here's the first offering. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Everything away here, and with pretty good reason.
Yeah, they'll say, left field, it's all yours. You want to beat us that way? Go ahead and do it.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. On the ground to third. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They're up 3-2. Chris Coghlan will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. First pitch coming. And the 6th inning will start with a swing and a routine ground ball to short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Addison Russell will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. First pitch on the way. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
And this offense has pretty much been shut down here into the 6th inning. That's just their 3rd hit of the ball game, so time has come for them to start trying to put something together.
Jorge Soler will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. First offering on the way. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Oh, and you can tell by these first couple swings, he's not just looking to poke one through the right side of the infield. He's looking to put something into orbit.
Has a look, now the pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. What a flip for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Acrobatics that time to the bag to get this double play started. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Curtis Granderson will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th. Now here's the first pitch. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
And this is all about handling a guy like this with kid gloves. You know, walk him if you have to, but don't let him be the one to beat you.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Ruben Tejada waits on deck. Now the 3-0 offering. And they'll just make him throw one over here, 3-1.
And we all know that this guy doesn't really have the velocity to get it past a whole lot of major league hitters. So he's got to rely on that location, in and out, up and down, and that was perfect right there.
This is sharply hit, but a diving stop deep in the hole. And now a bobble, and he's not going to have a play.
The batter, number 11, shortstop,
Ruben Tejada will stand in. Base on balls his last time. First pitch to him. He's running towards second. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Pause, now the pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. He's set, now the pitch. He's running again. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Toward the line and right. Under this one is Soler, and he'll handle it for the first out.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
Into the box now, Anthony Record, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
He's ready, now the pitch. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here, no balls and 2 strikes. From the stretch. Swing and a line drive to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
And you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. You can see what his breakdown is so far.
Juan Lagares will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Now the first pitch. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
From the belt, the pitch. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Mets lead 1, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Anthony Rizzo will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
First baseman number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. First pitch coming. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike one. Another example there of a guy chasing after that first pitch and falling behind.
Yeah, and Matt, we've seen it time and time again. It is something that these guys just have to be more aware of. At this point, why would you even throw them a strike on the first pitch?
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. And he'll fight to stay alive here as this is reached for and fouled away. Another 0-2 home. Sharp Sharply hit back up the middle, and the tying run is on to start the inning. It's a leadoff single.
With some guys, it doesn't matter if it's 0-2 or 2-0. They take the same approach either way. Well, this right here is one of those guys, and he comes through from being down in the count.
And now here comes Mets skipper Terry Collins out to home plate, and it looks like we'll see a double switch here. Josh Edgen will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 66, Josh Edgen. Now playing center field and batting in the ninth spot, number 10.
Into the box, Chris Bryant, as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled straight back. One, 2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. 2-2 pitch on the way. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here he comes on 2-2. Now a ball hit back up the middle. There's one. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Oh, it's just so nice to be able to bring in a reliever that can get you a ground ball. Sure enough, first batter he faces, he gets him to hit the ball on the ground, and it turns into a very important double play.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Standing in now, number 12. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Here's the 1-0. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Ready now on 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They're down 3-2. Eric Jokic will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7.
Eric Jokic.
Number 10 will come on, and as he's newly entered into the ball game, he'll get his first plate appearance now here in inning number 7.
Number 10.
Swing, hard hit ball to second, and there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
You could see him just basically jumping at that first pitch. He pulls it into right field for a solid base hit.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. as he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out.
And let's check this one out again. Look at him stretch out for this thing, and then he's going to tuck into a nice little barrel roll at the end there. That was pretty sweet.
Here's the third baseman, David Wright. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Runner at first here, one man out. The 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0.
This is what you got to do up at the plate. You've got to wait him out. If you can lay off all of the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get yourself a fastball.
Here comes the 2-0. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Runners on first with one down. Here comes the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
The 3-1 is on the way, and he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
Well, he's going to find that hitters in the big leagues are much more patient than they were down at AAA. A strikeout in the minors turns into a walk at this level.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out, and stepping in the right fielder, Michael Kadire. And here's the first pitch. He's a bit out in front here as he hammers that pitch to deep left field, but it'll wind up a foul ball, a souvenir. Swing and a grounder fouled, and that almost took the first base coach along with it. He waits, now the pitch. He'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are two away now.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Lucas Duda will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
All right, man.
Here's the first offering. Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Swing and a liner toward right center, and that's a base hit. And the run will score from second as they double him up now. It's 4-2.
Well, when you break it all down, there are 3 things you got to have to be successful. Pitching, defense, and the clutch hitting. These guys have been able to ride all 3 so far. That's a big 2-out RBI there.
Curtis Granderson will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. Here's the first pitch to him. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
I don't think he's going to want to throw that pitch in that same location again ever in his life to this guy.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Here's the 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
To 2-2 now.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Two men are on with two men out. Sets the 2-2 pitch. And this is on the ground to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Mets forced to settle for one here in the inning. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Mets lead it 4-2. Carlos Torres will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Miguel Montero will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you gotta leave alone and make him bring something down.
Montero waits, now the pitch. Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
You know, doesn't it just seem like the cut fastballs are the pitches that destroy more bats than any other pitch? Here's another one right here. Running hard and in, and this bat doesn't stand a chance.
Here's Starlin Castro. Lined hard to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the two starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Mike Holt will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Over for a look is Kadire, but this is back up into the seats, out of play. 2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing, and he saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. Still down by a count of 4-2. Rafael Soriano is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Rafael Soriano.
Ruben Tejada will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point.
Ruben Tejada.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Now here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Tejada waits for the 1-1. In for his strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
The 1-2. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here's another 1-2. Had to protect on 1 and 2, and this is a fly ball out to straightaway right field. Soler is there to put it away for out number 1.
Well, I think this is a slider down in the zone, running away. And that's a very difficult pitch to drive with any authority unless you're a guy like Matt Kemp. And this becomes a harmless fly out to right field.
Anthony Record will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. 1-0 on the way. Hit hard to short. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
You know, this is one of those cases where you have to know who your runner is out there. I mean, this is not exactly Ichiro busting down the line. He's got plenty of time to make this play, but he fires wildly, and they're going to hit him with an error.
Wilmer Flores will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
And you can see it. He's upset with himself out there at short. And he should be. He's a big leaguer. He'd like to get a ground ball here to get himself off the hook.
Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. He's ready now. The pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Runner at first here, 1 man out. The 2-2. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll barely have to move out there and right as he hauls this one in for the 2nd out.
And that's actually a lot tougher play than it looks out there in right field. You know, sometimes off of a right-hander's bat, that ball can kind of curl away from you, but he stays right with it to put it away.
Number 10 will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. Now the first pitch. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Here's a 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Outside, 3-0 now. Figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count.
Maybe even taken 2.
Is on the way. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position.
Daniel Murphy will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. Now here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Comes set, now the pitch. Here's a ball popped straight up, but playable for Montero behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. 2 left for the Mets. as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Vic Black is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 38, Vic.
Chris Coughlin will stand in for the third time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. Now here it comes. Having success with the fastball here, it's 0-2 now. Boy, no messing around here in this ninth inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitch, and that's usually a fastball.
The pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. And boy, what a battle brewing here as he fouls yet another pitch into the seats. Still stuck on 0-2. Now another 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Here it comes. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Addison Russell will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Here's the first offering. Now here's a swing, and he's got the ground ball pitch working this inning. This one's over to first base. And he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
Yeah, 2 ground ball outs right here to start the ninth. That's as easy as you can make it. Now he's just 1 out away from picking up the save.
Jorge Soler with the last chance now with 2 out here in the ninth. And now a pitch on the way. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. Pitch on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to first is going to be in time to get him, and the Mets have taken the opener here at home, and this ball game is over.
Good job there to shut the door as they wind up ending the month on a winning note.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing he'll ever have. He only made it 6 full innings, but he definitely brought his good stuff to the ballpark, and he winds up helping his guys get out of here with a victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Mets come out on top, 4-2. Good night from Flushing.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 4 runs on 9 hits.
All right, well, yeah, that didn't turn out how we had wanted. Dexter Fowler will be out for a few days, so we're going to go ahead and keep him active and not do anything with him. But yeah, we didn't end up getting the win today. You know, the offense has really been sputtering lately, with the exception of this game right here, where we were able to score 5 runs. But they've been sputtering lately. We've been lucky that we've been able to win, and the pitching has been so good. But in late innings has been good too. But not able to make a comeback today against Vic Black. But Hendricks pitched a good game. He got a quality start out of it. 6 innings, 3 earned runs. He just was bested by Zach Wheeler, and that's going to happen over the course of the season. I kind of wish it would happen a little bit less than it does, but that's just kind of the way it rolls, you know. But you know, basically from here on out for the rest of the season, we just ended the month. I just ended the month of June, like a July, August, September, and then like the first week of October. My goal from here to the rest of the season is to take 2 of 3 in each series. So you win 66% of your ball games. If I can do that from here on out, when am I? I'm at game 79. So I got roughly 83 games left. If I can win 2 of 3 in every single one of those, that's it. That's, I think, like something like 51 wins. 51 wins, that might be good enough to make the playoffs at 87 and 76. You know, you never know, but you know, we're just gonna have to try and keep winning ball games and keep pushing through. Like I said, we're going into the month of July. We're gonna get the All-Star break and then kind of reset the rotation a little bit before we go into our series against Atlanta. That's nice enough. That's a nice time to give our rotation a little reset there and move and position guys in the rotation where we want them or where they should be, or you know, where I think they should be anyways in the rotation. But yeah, you know, the offense really just needs to get going. I tried to shake up the lineup a little bit. Kind of hurt not having Dexter Fowler leading off for us. That's really I really like him in the leadoff spot. Addison Russell's really not a leadoff hitter. Don't really like him in that position. But another big thing that killed us today, the double plays. You know, we'd get a base hit, we'd have no outs, 1 out, double play, kill the rally, and then that was the end of either the end of the inning or, you know, it was a real killer to our, you know, to what we were trying to do that inning. So we definitely need to work on not hitting so many ground balls, and making sure runners are getting moved over, and you know, just playing sound fundamental baseball. But you know, that's what's going on. You know, but just to look ahead till tomorrow. the 1st of July, we're going to have John Lester going up against Matt Harvey, so it doesn't get any easier right there. We're going to have another tough task of beating Matt Harvey. But luckily, we have John Lester on the mound, so he should hopefully give us a good chance to win that ball game. But that's going to go ahead and do it. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to follow us here on Twitch at Life of Raw Sports Gaming, and then subscribe to us on YouTube as well at Life of Raw Sports Gaming Network. And then don't forget to check out our Twitter page as well at LRSGN. All little news and stuff is going on, and when videos are uploaded or posted onto there. So be sure to check that out and follow us there as well. But that's going to go ahead and do it. Thanks for watching, guys, and you guys be sure to keep it real.